Kia ora, ko Alice tōku ingoa, and welcome to Oasis Scents. Today I am sharing with you the very first of 7 soaps in a series this month in August, well this coming month should I say, it is currently July as the time of posting this video. This coming month in August our theme is genres. I haven't exactly named it yet, so hopefully by the time that I post this I've named it because I'm filming this when I made the soaps in June. So this whole collection is different genre themed soaps, and also adding to that, everything is made with natural colorants but not natural fragrances. They're normal fragrances, normal like synthetic fragrances. Today's first soap is our Wine Lye soap with rose pink clay. I think it's rose Brazilian clay from memory, and then uncoloured soap. I used Merlot wine made as a product of Chile and New Zealand, so it's a good mix of different wines. It was a Merlot. I don't drink wine, so I just picked something. It was mainly the price point was the choice of it, and I made 2 batches of this. This collection will be available in August. The date will be here, and it will also be available as a pack of all 7 soaps and individually as soaps. The scent of this soap is Lavender Tea and Tonic, which is a little bit different, and it is our romance soap. And I don't personally love the scent of it, but I do think it is a scent that some people will love, and it will also be available as a soy candle when the release happens. So if you guys are interested in watching this video, stick around and watch me make it. I have all of my oils here mixed. This is the wine I used for the lye water. It is a Merlot from New Zealand and Chile. I don't know what that means. I guess some of it was made overseas and some of it's bottled here. It's actually really interesting, bottled in Napier. So yeah, my 2 molds, these are brand new molds. I'm really excited to use them. And over here I have mixed my Brazilian rose or pink clay, I can't remember which one it's called, and some sunflower oil, which I took from the recipe. And here is my fragrance, which is Lavender Tea and Tonic from Pure Nature. I'm so nervous. I haven't soaked in a while. Also, I know I should be wearing long sleeves, however my tattoo means I can't, so I'm just going to be extra careful. I have soaked without long sleeves on before, but I recommend that if you haven't been soaking for a really long time, don't do this. Just gonna mix my lye a bit, and I added a little bit of sodium lactate to my lye. Here is my brand new stick blender. It's from KitchenAid. I got it really recently. Really excited to use it for soap.
My love language.
Wow, this makes such a dark colour with the wine. And I also forgot to mention that I have a rose, organic rose olive oil infused in here as well. And that's alright. And now I'll scrape that off. This one is so much quieter. Having like a more expensive stick blender is definitely worth the price. And now here is my oil, or my thing I'll pour off. This is going to be an in the pot swirl as well, so don't need too much. And I also am going to add my fragrance, and I'm going to eyeball this. This is very full. And I'm going to add in my clay to this one. Hopefully it colours it. I don't know how well it will colour it, but the intention is a little bit different, you know, because I don't want it to be just a plain soap. And I'm going to mix my fragrance in by hand, because it's the sugars in the wine obviously speed up trace a lot, which means it is very not liquidy. This fragrance is very lavender, I would say, not for everyone. And this is my romance soap, so you know, lavender is a very nice romancy fragrance in my opinion. So this hasn't coloured it too much, but that's okay. Hopefully when it's done, you'll be able to see the difference. It is a slight difference. I mean, you can't tell, but I can. Oops, nearly spilled that over the edge. And now I'm going to pour this back in 4 different segments. This is a very fast working soap, which I did expect, to be honest, because I know sugars and stuff speed up trace. And I probably did maybe overblend, but I am worried about false trace. It's been a while since I made soap, so I'm just being extra careful. Okay, and now I'm going to mix once just to blend it a little bit. Hope it's not too messy. I'm sorry, I can't see what I'm filming on the camera. And here are my two things, and now I'm going to pour. See how like mixed it got? It's very fast. I want to know also if it's the fragrance as well. I doubt it though.
Time and attention, won't you give some of it to me? I've been lonely lately. I've been feeling.
Put the rest of my thing in, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I did this all right, and this will turn out like a nice deep red soap. The longest part of soap making is 100% the cleanup. This is always the shortest part. The upside is this is still quite liquidy, so I'm glad about that. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of like clay on top to make the top a bit more interesting before I then drag. So quickly grab a shaker, and put some clay on top. This is the clay I used for the accent colour. Hopefully it shows through. It's Brazilian rose clay. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit in here, a little bit, so I can add some colour to the top essentially. So now I'm using this tool, which is just like a scraper, to drag everything to one side.
And I want you to show me, can we get back on the same?
This is the finished soap. Come back tomorrow when I cut it. Oh gosh, I just touched the soap. And hopefully it'll have turned a very nice dark colour. I'm so excited to see how it goes. We are now cutting the romance soap. I think it will probably darken up a little bit, hopefully. But it turned out beautifully. Came out of the mold nicely. The only thing I don't love is the fragrance, but I think some people will like this fragrance. For me, not so much. It'll also be available as a candle too, so let's cut. That was quite hard. Okay, and then let's take a soap from the middle. And this is what it looks like. The lighting's a little bit bad, but it has started to darken around the edges, so I suspect it'll darken even more. You can kind of see it's quite hard to cut because it's quite hard, so I'm glad that I cut it now and didn't wait a few hours. I say also partially because of the clay. Clay makes things darker. You can see it's got a dark spot in the middle on that one, so I can only see it getting darker. So I think it might have partially gelled, not sure. And unfortunately I cut it maybe too close to one side, because this is the soap sample on one side, but this is the other sample. So I think some of these molds, even though I got them from the same place, some of them are slightly longer than the others from what I can tell. So yeah, some very nice dark spots where the wine is the only colour, then the other colour is the clay, and on the top the clay has turned out really nicely too, so I'm quite happy with this design. Very nice and subtle and a little bit romantic. I really hope it does darken up. I'm going to enter this in a soap challenge, but I don't think it'll be dark enough for what I want, like, take a picture of, so that'll be a bit sucky, but that's okay. I'm going to enter it anyway. I mean, I never win, because I make some really cool soaps, and then I make some like really plain soaps. And in the soap challenges, the cool soaps never win. I don't know what people are on. I'm not saying that they deserve to win, but you know what I mean. And then also the plain soaps, I think I'm just not very good at making plain soaps, so yeah. And I managed to get 1 and a bit samples from that one as well. A better percentage of it this time. And here's some inside pieces. I quite like the top of this one because it's kind of different. Yeah. I will be curious to see what it looks like in a few weeks. So I will obviously insert a picture at the end of what the soap looks like once it's cured a little bit. This video will go up towards the beginning of it, but it's still like a month away because I make soap so early. So yeah, that's the soap. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the finished soap after it has cured for a little bit. it turned out really cool. So I am glad that I made this soap and did something a little bit different, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you did, stick around for the next video. We have 6 more videos coming out of the different soaps, one each a week up until the release and just past the release. Otherwise, I'll see you guys all next time with another video. Ka kite anō.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me?